Okay. Clothing and fashion. Do you enjoy buying clothes?
Ooh, close. Actually, um, first of all, I'm a very big person, and it's kind of hard for me to get a clothes. So before I gained weight, I was actually kind of had an interest in fashion. However, after gaining weight and then seeking for a more comfortable shirts and seeking for a clothes that actually fits me, I think I came more distance towards a fashion. So now I will probably say I'm not a person that who has interest in fashion.
Right. Okay. What kind of clothes do you usually wear in your daily life?
For my daily life, I just kind of wear smart casual. I just like to wear pants with a shirt on it. However, I'm a person that who really likes black, so it's gotta be black always, even the shoes or the socks as well.
Okay. How often do you go shopping for clothes?
Well, as mentioned in the beginning, I'm a person with weight, so it's kind of hard for me to find a clothes that fits me as well. And also, I'm not that big fashionable person, so when it comes to shopping of clothes, I really, really rarely shop. So I'll say like every couple of months, like 3 or 4 months.
Do you prefer wearing fashionable clothes or comfortable ones?
Well, it is, of course, it will look cool and very fashionable when you wear a fashionable clothes and going out the streets. However, for me, clothes should be comfortable because it's fashionable. If you're wearing a fashionable clothes, yes, of course you will stand out. You will have more confidence. However, I think the clothes are meant to be just to make you feel comfortable when you go out because we cannot go out naked. So that's what we're covering our body with, which is clothes. And I believe that it should be comfortable. So it should not be like, I mean, yes, of course it's important to look good, but usually the fashionable clothes these days, they are causing a lot of problem to your body. Like you have to wear like a really short skirt, like shorts and short sleeves in the winter, especially in Korea. That's what's going on right now. So you're kind of basically giving up your body for the fashion. So I'm a person that who really prefers like comfortable clothing.
Okay, right. So has your clothing style changed over the years?
Well, yes, actually, because first of all, I was before wedding gate, I was a very fashionable person. I would like to follow the trends. However, after gaining weight, I've been seeking for a shirts that kind of fits me and comfortable. And then I really like solid colors, which is black. However, my fashion taste has also changed a bit these days because I felt like I've been wearing black only too much. So I just kind of have those interests in trying like the different colors, like brighter colors, like navy blue or beige colors.
Okay, right. So now I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Don't worry if I stop you. You have 1 minute to prepare. I'm going to send the topic now. Describe a piece of clothing that you really like wearing. You should say what it is, when and where you got it, how often you wear it, and explain why it is special or meaningful to you. 1 minute begins. Okay. Can you start speaking now, please?
All right. First of all, if we're talking about clothing, I have nearly zero interest on towards it. However, if you're asking me how about every kind of clothing, I will say first of all, I'm a very huge football fan instead of especially Manchester United. So especially when I go shopping, I always shop for a football jersey. And also this, and also I do not buy every season shirt. I just buy it when it has like a special occasion towards it. And first of all, I wear it nearly most of the time in my home and when I go out, like to the grocery stores mostly. And also I wear it sometimes when I go meet my friends because they are also a football fan. So we usually hang out with wearing a football jersey as well. And also this there's a shirt that I bought 3 years ago, which was a during a 2023-24 season for the English Premier League. And this is kind of special and meaningful for us because, first of all, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning, that I'm a huge football and a Manchester United fan. As maybe may you know, Manchester United have been struggling for the very long years since Ferguson, and they haven't won the major trophies. However, the shirt that I bought was 2023, and then we won the what we call the FA Cup against Manchester City and won the finals. So that's why I have a special more attachment towards that shirt. And also, when it comes to durability, it's made for sports, so it's actually kind of made on purpose to wear it for long term. So I think that's why I prefer of it. And other than sports shirts, I do not really have a favorable, so that's why I chose my favorable shirt or piece of clothing as a football jersey.
Okay, right. Why do people care so much about fashion these days?
Ooh, well, there are many different reasons of carrying a fashion. Because first of all, it is being trendy. Second, it's to gain confidence. Third is showing their status, I'll say. However, yes, being fashionable is nice. It also has their personal preferences. However, for me, in my opinion, I think that one of the main reason of people are really obsessed with this fashion and new trend is because of to show off their status. Because even in the before, status was a really important part when it comes to society. Status are the one that gives people a confidence, like self-confidence as well, and how they behave in the society as well. So these days, the very fashionable clothes there are really costly. So just by wearing those and walking out in the streets, I think it's already give them a status that they are person who are available or available to afford those piece of clothing and also give them confidence with the status of say.
How do you think following fashion trends is important? Why or why not?
Well, first of all, yeah, following a fashion trends can be important because it's showing how much interest do you have as when it comes to trend as well. However, if you are actually there's a really big problem these days for the fashion industry because yes, it is a society that has a fast pace changing, especially when it comes to fashion, it's changing too much rapidly. So they do not really wear the same clothes that they wear in the last time. So they are causing a too much environmental impact on of the clothing because they're just worn it for like a couple of days and it's always thrown away. So in my opinion, just it is kind of important to follow the fashion trends as well. However, just because you are not following the fashion trend, it doesn't mean that you're not a trendy person or that you just knows how this world society is going towards. So in my basic opinion, I do not really think that following a fashion trend is that important.
What are the pros and cons of wearing uniforms at school or work?
Well, first of all, I believe that there are not much countries that actually wears uniform when they're in the college. I think the Southeast Asia or the most common ones. I think this is, I remember it because they want to show the first of all the unity, and also to just show the equality among the students as well. And the pros, as I mentioned, is that it shows the equality of the closing, and then second, it does not consume university students' time on choosing what they're gonna wear every morning or every night, so they can be more productive towards that time. And third is that it kind of shows it's more like belonging towards the university, because different university, yes, they are kind of wearing a similar fashion, especially in Thailand, with white shirts and a black pants or a black dress. However, what identifies which university they're from is like usually from the belts and the badge for the women, so say. So just by wearing the uniform and going out, it kind of shows that you belong to that university and can have a pride towards it. However, when it comes to cons, I would say is, first of all, it's kind of controlling the students' preferences and taste. Because yes, because we're talking about fashion, I'll say there are people who likes to wear very fashionable clothes and they feel really confident by wearing it. And then if they wear like less fashionable clothes, like really bland, like casual shirts, it kind of demotivates them in their life. So apart from the kind of controlling the students' preferences,
Yeah.
I don't think that there'll be much cons about it.
Yeah. Do you think fashion can affect the environment? What can be done about it?
Yeah. So first of all, as mentioned before, right now the fashion industry is creating one of the huge impact in the environment. Because there are so much thrown away clothes. So there are like tons and tons of on probably like used for like 3 days, like fresh clothes in the dump yard. So, however, yes, it is a big problem. However, yes, there are also a solution towards it, because through the fashion brands, there are many countries or regionals. They are doing like a flea market with those clothes, so they can actually get the fashionable clothes in the real way lower price, or actually that goes to the charity that who actually in those who needs. And also third is that they are kind of reforming the shirts into a different kind of clothes or different style of shirts to increase the demand of those.
Yeah. Okay. That is the end of IELTS speaking test.